Oh, my game just lagged out, sorry.
Oh, if you didn't hit that.
No, fuck.
Nice.
Oh, I'm on roll. Oh my god. Oh. Do you suck at goalie? Well, if you do, you should definitely watch this channel. Yeah, and I'll tell you everything on how to do it. You just need to watch the video. You should probably like it if you want to get more tutorials on this game. And yeah, that's it. Let's get to it if you really want to learn. So if you don't know who I am, that's not much of a surprise. Obviously, I'm not popular. My name is SkiGamingIG, also known as Divine Deception in game. I'm a VR male goalie, and in this video, I'm just gonna be teaching you how to play goalie. Now, goalie is a little more complicated than you'll think. You'll see. So for this part, my audio just chose to not record, but basically I was just trying to say that there will be different timestamps throughout the video, and those timestamps will determine how, like, your skill level is. You should do a game before this part so you can establish what your skill level is to see if you're a beginner, an intermediate, or advanced / VRML level player for goalie. And besides that, just skip to the timestamps that show up on the screen for whatever you think you are in the skill staff, I guess. So for the beginner section, basically these are just like small tips to get you started. Most of this is like you gotta learn yourself. So to start off with goalie, you want to always have your grips held down. The reason why you want your grips held down is because, say you're in the goal with your grips not down, you're going to be sliding around. This could work, but the problem with this is that if you jump at a certain time, it is very possible for you to slip like that, and then you're going to completely miss the ball. So we do not want this, ever. We don't want any chance of this. So you want to hold down your grips. What does this do? This gets you to break and gets you stuck to the ground. Like that. Now, I can move around quick with sharp, snappy movements. And I'm not slipping much. I slipped there, but you're not really going to be moving that much. For practicing goalie, just definitely move around this much, just so you can get used to the moving. And yeah. Alright, second thing. Or how you want to move around, I guess. You're always going to want your hand, one of your hands. Say it's the one that's not on the ground. That hand is going to be up in the air, no matter what. This hand, if this is the hand that's off the ground at a certain point, keep it around like your badge level. So like around here at normal. You want to have it around here because that's in between the floor and the ground, basically. Always have it around here. Swap hands whenever to make better movements and adjust to where you're at in the goal. If I'm on this side, I should use my right hand. If I'm on this side, I should use my left hand. Yes, goalie, you have to train both hands. It is mandatory for goalie. If you don't know how to do it, you can reach over like this. I've done that a few times. It is not very comfortable. It's weird, and most of the time you're gonna get scored on if you do this. Don't do it. I've got it from experience. I think I did it in my VRML match, which sucks that I did. A few of them I don't even know if I did actually. I really hope I did, because that would make me look like an actual idiot. But yeah, don't ever reach like this. And yes, I'm left-handed. But yeah, just whichever side of the goal you're on. If I'm on the left side, my left hand should be up. If I'm on the right side, my right hand should be up. And you can also, it's not just that, it can also depend on the situation. Say they're diving in this way and the ball's going this way, but you're on the left side, that's when you're going to obviously want to have your right hand up, and also vice versa. If they're on this side shooting this way, then I would want to jump this way with this hand opened. So basically adjusting to whichever side the other person is on, I guess. So just learn, you'll see that yourself. I can't really teach that in a solo because, as you can tell, I have this entire arena to myself. No one's here. I have one more tip for beginners. That one more tip: stay under the hooded part of the goal. If you don't do this, you're kind of cooked, because in the goal right here, or kind of in the goal, I'm right here, they shoot it, I jump for it, I block it. You see all of that airtime? With all of this airtime, there's a pretty good chance that the enemy team or the opponents have a time to recover from you blocking and shoot it again. And now that they've recovered, and you're most likely not, they're gonna score on you. And to prevent this from happening, you would want to go under here, because then, now if you block it, you could still block it and launch it out, but you also have the advantage of having the recovery quicker than theirs. So if you wanted it, and if you really had the time to, block, and then rush out, grab the ball, and just go down or pass it or whatever you're gonna do. This is very, very effective. I would definitely recommend doing this, especially for beginners. It would work very well. Yeah, for anyone actually. Now let's get to the intermediate to advanced stuff. So for the intermediate to advanced part, this is mostly about pressuring and when to pressure. There is something called fake pressuring. I use this all the time. It works very well. Basically, you just go for a press, back up to the goal, launch it out. Because they're gonna think, oh, he's throwing it up, he's gonna go pressure me, I'm gonna back up. But then, or not back up, I'm gonna throw it or pass it to my teammate. Now you're backed up, he probably shot the ball or threw it to his teammate. And if he did that, you did it right. That's how you fake pressure. Now the problem with this is that if you do it too many times, it gets repetitive, they're gonna stop reacting to it. That's when you get to a real pressure. Once you do a real pressure, they're gonna be like, why did he actually pressure me? He doesn't usually do that. By the time they thought that, you probably threw it all the way downfield and it's gone. So I would say just mix it up every 2 to 3 maybe. Every 2 to 3 fake pressures, go for another real pressure, or just it doesn't matter what pattern you do it. Just start off with a bunch of fake pressures. Once they stop reacting to it, just whenever you think they stop reacting to it, then go for a real pressure. Because then they're gonna have to think, is he gonna go for a real one or a fake one? They're not gonna know. That's all it is for the intermediate to advanced. It's in intermediate to advanced because that's a lot more to take in for newer players and more beginner styles, so it's a little more complicated to do. Besides that, that's intermediate and advanced. Let me get to how to practice, what you need to do for warm-ups. Boom, scening change. Okay, so what you need to do for the practicing, there are these things that are called, I call them training boxes. I don't know what they're called really. I just call them practice or training or practice boxes. These are what they look like. They're around the map in the Driftball district. They're basically everywhere. You just walk into it, and there's 2 types of training. There's shooting practice, there's multiple difficulties and you can start it, and then there's the goalie practice, is what we're going to be using today. I'm not going to actually start one because I'm too lazy to right now, but you would think that you would probably just put it on easy mode, right? That's not what you want to do at all. You're going to want to move the difficulty up. You can put it to medium, you can put it to hard, but for specifically warm up and practice, we're going to be using Zen. Zen is the best mode because it is infinite. You can stop it whenever and you can leave whenever. You can do that with the other ones, but this one is way better because you can completely warm up whenever you're ready. You can just stop and leave, and you won't have to constantly start it and stop it and start it and stop it. You can just click it once and it keeps going up until you leave. Now, the thing with this is that, once again, it's infinite, so you might not know how much to do when you're starting off. When you're normally starting off on anything, you want to start off light, and you don't want to overwhelm yourself. So, for beginner goalies, I would recommend using all the tips. Once again, everyone should use all of the tips that I gave in this video. You should do at least around 100 blocks on Zen for goalie. Now, for the intermediates, 150 to 200 blocks. Advanced, 200 and beyond goalie blocks. Beginners, and literally everyone else, don't completely exhaust yourself on a warm-up or practice, but for beginners, goalie practice is most definitely a practice. It's not warm-up, it is most definitely like used for practice. Intermediate players, you should also be using this as a practice, but you can also still use this as a warm-up. It's better to use it as a practice though. And for advanced or VR mellow players like me, you should be doing this as a warm-up literally no matter what. Do this every day at least once or twice. It definitely helps you a lot. And that's kind of it. There's a guy watching me record this. That's it. If you want me to do any more tutorials, you can go to my team's channel or something. It's gonna be in the link description. And yeah, what do you have to say?
Nice video, bro.
But yeah, that's the end of the video, I guess. Bye.